I want to tell you, I have a hard time making too big a deal about what's coming up the very next week because it's kind of like inviting folks to come, watch you sing and dance a little bit, although I know we're a lot more informed to think it's about that. But I can really, without anybody judging my motive, do that next week because I'm not going to be the guy communicating. I'm going to be here, right there in the front row. But a friend of ours, Gary Haugen from the International Justice Mission. Gary was charged by the ICC, International Criminal Court, and the United States Justice Department to go and to basically investigate the perpetrators of the Rwandan genocide in the early 90s, when close to 1 million Rwandans were killed in 100 days. It was during that time that Gary realized that there was a darkness in the world that frankly was unfamiliar to him, and it was time for him as a person who knew Jesus Christ to do more about it than just prosecute on the back end. And so he quit his job with the Justice Department and started something called IJM, International Justice Mission, which we've partnered with in some different ways that we're going to tell you some more about over the last little bit, and even increasingly intentionally in some countries that we've got relationships in that we're going to use to introduce them and partner with our strategic strengths together. But Gary will be here, and I want to tell you right now, I know what's going to happen. You're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be deeply convicted. You're going to wonder why you're doing with your life what you're doing when somebody's doing something as transforming and as radical with their life as Gary is. He's involved all over the world in rescuing children from brothels where children are given away in sexual slavery, where people are dealing with gross injustice in terms of the form of governments that are abusing their power to persecute people, children that are forced and locked literally to machines in child labor camps. He's involved with widows who have had every belonging they've had stripped from them because they've lost their husband. And IJM is bringing transformation in societies and individual lives. You're going to hear some amazing stories. The most amazing one is Gary's. And what God has done with him is he's gotten in the game.